Welcome to Inner Peace Arts Unscripted. I'm your host, James Coleman. I'm a writer, speaker, and coach on personal development, spirituality, and social change. Check out the blog innerpeacearts.wordpress.com. Write me at innerpeacearts@protonmail.com, and check me out on Twitter and Facebook at innerpeacearts1. Today's episode is about alignment and the importance of alignment in terms of getting stuff done and putting energies forth that are getting things done that get what you want done. And this is a term I came across a very long time ago and at first didn't understand it. And now I have a really good idea, I think, about what alignment is. And in some ways it can be expressed in the term, he who hesitates is lost, right? When you make a commitment and you know it's right, you know that you've done your homework, you've done everything that needs to be done, you make the decision and you align all of your thoughts, energies, feelings into doing that task or getting it done or making that move. And it's also can be expressed in I forget where it is, but it's in James, where he says, the double-minded man is going to receive nothing from God, right? And by the way, I just want to mention here why, as I was preparing for this particular episode, I realized that I could take any tradition, be it Hindu, the Buddhist tradition, Tao Te Ching, whatever, and boil them down to their essences. And I know this is going to be controversial to many people, but there's a reason why I think the Judeo-Christian worldview dominates, even as it tries to now bring in these Eastern concepts through Buddhism and such. There's a reason why, and I don't think it's by accident, and I don't think it's merely by ruling class design. I think ruling class design is actually trying to eliminate the influence of the Judeo-Christian perspective, because it's, I found hands down, it's the one that gets closest. I'm not saying that its presentations have always been correct. I'm not saying that everything everything we practiced about it is correct, but the Judeo-Christian perspective is, in my opinion, the best one. And you can still incorporate meditative practices and all sorts of other stuff that, traditionally have been excluded. They can be included, and you can still get good results and live a good life and all that. So that was a little side. But alignment is really important. And when it's time to make a decision and it's time to make a move and you're not aligned, you hesitate, or you start to doubt yourself or ask yourself questions that are keeping you from moving forward. This is very different from procrastination. Procrastination is like, I know what I've got to do, I'm just not doing it. So this is, I'm not sure what I should be doing. Is this the right thing? Am I doing it the right way? Da 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 da. All of those questions point to a lack of alignment, right? And again, there's a time for everything, but when it's time to act, you need to act, right? And in those times when you need to act in order to get something done, alignment is absolutely necessary. And you can't be, and the asking of certain kinds of questions is actually hurtful and harmful and keeps you from getting things done. I want to note again that this is not procrastination. This is a misalignment of thoughts, beliefs, energies, emotional responses, and getting them aligned is really important because it will allow you to just take action and allow you to take advantage of situations so that you can start to get what you want. And I'm gonna comment on this getting of what you want, because oftentimes that's interpreted as, this kind of negative, selfish, I want to enslave the world, I want to blow up the world, I want to, all sorts of craziness. Now, at the end of the day, if we're talking about agency, right, and I'm sure I may have mentioned this before, but it's worth mentioning again. Talking about agency, you're the one that's making the decision. That's the perspective we take, right? Is it determined or is it not determined? We don't care. We're acting as if you are making that choice and taking responsibility for it. And as such, it's up to you, and it's you are the one who's doing it, not an external agency, right? It's your agency, and you are doing it. And what you want, right, is in agreement with whatever set of ideas, principles, spirits, whatever you want to call it, that is your alignment with those ideas. So if you're saying what I want is, let's just say I want to express the glory of God in my life. Well, okay, that's your choice, and you're choosing to align yourself with that particular agenda. I just want to, get a good job and live my life. Okay, that's another set of principles upon which you are aligning yourself. But it's you. You are essentially the captain, and you can lend that captainship out to ideas, spirits, concepts, agendas, etc. So that's what I mean when I say getting what you want, right? It's a very kind of comprehensive notion that is not about selfishness, and it's more about you choosing to align yourself with a variety of agendas, and it's you that does that. And so that's that's a nice segue back into alignment, right? What ideas are you aligned with? How solid are they in this world, this framework where you can basically believe anything, right? You can believe anything, but as you act, you realize, as you act in this world, you realize the believing of anything doesn't get you what you want. So there's a focusing that's necessary in order to get what you want, to act the way you want to act, to be the person you want to be, to do the things that you want to do, to have the kinds of relationships that you want to have, to create around yourself the kind of community you want to live in, right? These are your decisions, and you have to be aligned, and that's one of the things that about this reality that we live in. One of the rules is that things line up and structures create emergent situations, right? You change the structure, change the way you think about it, it's a new situation. Now whatever you wanted to do before may or may not be possible in that situation. This is why alignment is so important. And it's a very subtle concept, but you can tell lack of alignment primarily in hesitation, primarily in second guessing, primarily in a lack of confidence. We talked about confidence before, right? Confidence is going to increase your ability to align yourself, because you can say, hey, I'm committed to this particular probability path, I'm going for it, I'm just going to do it, right? So that's my sharing on alignment today. It's anti-doubt, right? And it's really setting yourself up to make decisions that get you closer to what you want, and feeling at the end of the day you actually feel better when you're aligned. Being aligned is like being a river, and you just flow where the alignment goes, right? Just imagine, a river with all sorts of stuff in the way, and you don't want that. Maybe the road is a nice smooth paved road is a better analogy, but you get the picture. Things are lined up, energies are lined up so that you can get things done. Things aren't scattered, right? Unless it's scattered, and again, remember this whole notion of recursion, that if scattering is what's necessary, then that's the alignment, right? So I'm not playing this, it's got to be straight and narrow laser-like. It's straight and narrow laser-like is the alignment of the energies. How the energies is used could be anything, right? So that, again, is a little bit on alignment. I'm James Coleman. This has been another episode of Inner Peace Arts Unscripted. Check it out, the blog, write me. Either way, I hope that this has been a great help to you, and another seed beginning for aligning yourself so that your energies are in line with getting what you want. Yavarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chudneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Have a great day.